Good evening. The news summary for this Tuesday, 6th September. The Director General of the Commission for Maritime Affairs and Fisheries, Shalina Vicheva, has visited the President at State House this morning. During the meeting, they discussed about many different projects of the blue economy and the maritime sector in general.
It was an extremely nice occasion to exchange on the strategic partnership that we have between the Seychelles and the European Union. The European Union is valuing very much this strategic partnership, and it shows with the event that we're going to host together with the President tomorrow, which is not just a very important event, but it is also the first of a kind, a whole Africa-Europe event, which is a business-to-business matchmaking event for the operators in the blue economy. This is the huge potential of this country because it is surrounded by the ocean. You feel the best, all the challenges and the potential that the ocean is having. The blue economy is the source of well-being, business opportunities and sustainability, and we have to make it together, Europe and Africa, a sustainable, good partnership on blue economy. So tomorrow's event is one of these very concrete, business-oriented, inclusive exercises that we want to support, not only in your country but in the African continent. We also recalled the strategic partnership for the region that we have, because the Seychelles, they have a strategic position, geostrategic position. So for the regional context of Indo-Pacific, we are very good partners in terms of maritime security, and we are supporting a very important project, Atlanta there. We are also supporting everything that goes against the illegal, unreported and unregulated fisheries, and we are working shoulder to shoulder to ensure that in the Indian Ocean Tuna Commission we have good decisions and they are followed for sustainable fisheries, for restocking where the restocking is needed of various species of tuna. So all in all, we have recalled all these very good achievements. I have to recall also one of the most important agreements between the countries, which is the Sustainable Fisheries Partnership Agreement, which is worth 60 million euro. And this is the most important tuna fisheries agreement for the European Union. And we are doing it in a very innovative way, because we also give a lot of financial support for the sector here, for capacity building, which is very important for a country that is of 95,000 inhabitants. So you're stretched for human resources. We are supporting technical assistance. I'm going to visit some projects that are supported with the European Union budget. So this agreement is one of these good agreements on which we can take an example for the rest of Africa.
And Mrs. Vicheva has called on young people to seize all the opportunities that the blue economy sector offers. She was speaking at the University of Seychelles yesterday to a group of students following courses in the field of blue economy. Other invitees were also present. Mrs. Vicheva talked about the future direction of the EU maritime sector with emphasis on the youth, knowledge, governance and sustainability. She is in Seychelles for the Blue Invest Africa event scheduled for tomorrow and Thursday at the Eden Blue Hotel. The European Union has been organizing the event since 2018, and Seychelles is the first country outside Europe to host the event.
Through ocean education, we can make our population, our society, to understand the link between our actions and the ocean's health, and thus to act more responsibly towards a blue planet and sustainably use its resources. The European Commission contributes to activities of the decade through the biggest international scientific and research program in the world. This is the program Horizon Europe. For the next 7 years, it will spend close to 100 billion euro in scientific projects in all areas, including in the area of oceans and sustainable use of marine of marine resources. And part of this Horizon Europe research program is dedicated to the so-called mission Restore Our Oceans and Waters by 2030. This Mission Ocean aims at three big goals. One of them is to restore marine biodiversity, prevent and eliminate pollution, both in the ocean but also the water that flows into the ocean, and thirdly, to make the blue economy carbon neutral.
The new High Commissioner of Tanzania and the new Ambassador of Israel to Seychelles have presented their credentials to President Ramkalawan at State House this morning. Dr. Stefan Simbawachane and Mr. Michael Lotem both discussed with the President on possibilities of strengthening cooperation in various fields.
The first to present his credentials to the President was the High Commissioner of Tanzania. Tanzania and Seychelles established diplomatic relations in November 1986. Dr. Simbachawene will be based in Nairobi, Kenya. He discussed on various areas of cooperation between their two countries.
We have many opportunities between Seychelles and Tanzania for doing trade. Like in Tanzania, we have a very big land, we have minerals, we have tourism, so we are inviting investors from Seychelles to come to Tanzania, as well as Tanzanian people can come to do business here in Seychelles. We discussed concerning the issue of maritime security. You know, Tanzania and the Seychelles, we are sharing the border on the Indian Ocean. So we have so many similarities, challenges we are facing. Among those challenges, we have this issue of drug trafficking. As you know, we have a very good cooperation in the prison service. We have Tanzania who are seconded here, they are working here about 13, and before they were more than 13. So we are committed to support, to increase the relationship in that area of prison service. We have many judges, we have many advocates, so we can in our cooperation, we can include the area of judicial among the area of cooperation between Tanzania and the Seychelles.
The newly appointed ambassador of the State of Israel to Seychelles, Michael Lotem, also presented his credentials to the President. Israel and Seychelles established diplomatic relations in June 1992. He too discussed on bilateral cooperation with the President.
Tourism, of course, needless to say that there are quite a few Israelis that come here for tourism. We agree that agriculture these days, with the right technology, you can produce as much as you choose to produce. So that's definitely something that we should be working on. We discuss also about options to cooperate in health.
Mr. Lotem will also be based in Nairobi, Kenya.
There will be a new roundabout in Montfleury at the intersection between Rifnet-Jumeau Road and the Montfleury Road, not far from the Wheeling Shop. The CEO of the Seychelles Land Transport Agency, SLTA, Parinda Hirat, says that this roundabout will help with the circulation of traffic. This project is expected to start in a couple of weeks and it will cost 1.5 million rupees.
This project is to construct a roundabout at this junction, which joins the Montfleury Road with the newly constructed roundabout near the hypermarket. It's the ideal option because there's a lot of turning traffic at this location. And we've observed for a couple of years now, since the construction of this new road, that the existing junction, as it is not functioning the way that we want it to, and it is causing a lot of traffic blocks during peak hours. So this is the reason that we've decided to construct a roundabout to improve the circulation of traffic and the movement of pedestrians and all road users basically.
The National Assembly has resumed its sessions today after a break of 4 weeks. Today's sitting included a private notice question from the leader of the opposition, Sebastien Pillay, on the state visit here by the Kenyan President Uhuru Kenyatta. Mr. Pillay's question to the Minister for Foreign Affairs, Sylvestre Radegon, focused particularly on the cost of progress made on the various agreements between Seychelles and Kenya. Mr. Radigon pointed out that it's been only 35 working days since the agreements were signed, and it was too soon to expect concrete results at this moment. But he added that he would inform the National Assembly as soon as things get moving. On the question of the cost of hosting the state visit, Mr. Radigon said it was slightly over 2 million rupees. That's the end of this news summary. Join me at 8 for the news bulletin in Creole. Until then, have a pleasant evening.